So, Cal, last night we, Oh, you were there at Jumptown when someone boarded the enemy hammerhead and hit the self-destruct, weren't you?
I was not there, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, they boarded the enemy hammerhead. They had no idea that he was on board, and he just blew the thing up from the inside. He died in the process, but it was awesome.
That is awesome.
Why is there an unguarded self-destruct button?
So that people pay attention to what's going on in their ship, as well as
Mhm.
outside.
I am not getting off the couch.
Lazy bastard.
Right?
To be fair, he has
Okay.
everything written down.
Well, I mean, and I have my computer linked to the TV, so I have everything I need here.
Lazy bastard with no life.
Hey, you shut your whore mouth.
I mean, I'm the guy with no life. I spent 3 hours trying to figure out what we fought.
Hold on, let me grab the wireless keyboard and then I'm set.
I spent about an hour flying around last night looking for the drug lab with
Really, Callan?
Yes.
We starting?
Yes, we are. Who wants to recap?
Well, we went and fought a big crazy winged creature that ended up drinking some of Ax's blood and got stronger, and then it flew off to its lair.
And Balin did jack shit.
Oh, did you go over your
Yeah.
spells, Balin?
Yeah. Fall into jack shit.
Finally used a spell and the thing flew off.
Maybe he's the reason it flew off.
I saved us all.
Could have done it a couple moves sooner.
Yeah, and now we're gonna go find it. But first, Chansa has to drink all of his health pots.
Especially the yellow ones.
Eh. I still have
Honestly, with-
one more, so I will take one more pot.
You should have 3, shouldn't you? Didn't we give you 2?
I took one at the very end of the session last week.
Yeah.
And I rolled for it, so I have 2 left right now, which I'm going to use one.
I can just heal you.
Which one?
I'm specifically saving the yellow one for a special occasion because I got it from you.
Axe, you should just let me heal you and save your potion.
Yes, you should.
Fine, then heal me.
Alright. You are getting, 1d6. I'm using my, fervor.
Yep.
So you get healed for 5.
Just basically a neutered lay on hand.
That I could also use for damage.
So I'm at 32 of 38. And when does that when do I get that constitution point back?
As soon as you take an 8-hour rest.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
enough for it. But we
Yeah.
don't have that right now.
Well, I'm short a few spells. Should we just rest for... I use all my sacred weapon charges too.
Yeah, but I feel like we should find the creature before it has time to recuperate.
That's fair.
I mean, we haven't found its lair, so we should at least find that before we decide to rest anywhere. Because we might lose it otherwise.
So, is that what we're doing? We're tracking it down?
By the way, Callan,
I would say
how
we
much
find it.
experience did we gain from last week?
We didn't kill it, so I don't
Considering
think
you
that
didn't
is-
kill anything, you didn't gain anything.
I mean, we got XP for role-playing before, so I was just wondering.
Yeah, I'll hand that out when I hand it out. Don't worry.
Okay, just making sure.
You'll get your fix. Don't worry.
Alright, let's head out.
Okay, so who's got do we need to do like a tracking check or anything?
Absolutely.
Don't worry, guys. I have a
Sniff them out,
tracks.
Shansa.
I'm trying to remember.
Survival is the
Oh, survival.
I have
Okay,
7
so
into it.
D20 plus 11. 17.
all right. You are able to successfully figure out where. It's gonna take you guys roughly, I don't know, probably about an hour or so of following the following Shansa to get to a section of the wall that this area of the city looks like. You can tell just by the outside of the city that this section of the city is completely abandoned, and like the walls are like starting to crumble around the edges, and like there's huge cracks in them. Like basically, if you were trying to sneak into the city, this would be the perfect place to do it. But underneath, sorry, off to the side of one section of the wall, it's like the wall in this area has basically collapsed because there is a giant fucking hole that's been dug into the base of the wall, and now the rubble kind of makes like a cave that shelters the entrance.
Alright, so what's our order for going in? Probably Shansa first, followed by me.
So when that creature flew off, how beat up was it?
Um, it looked like somebody. It looked like somebody beat the shit out of it with a cat of nine tails.
Yeah, because I think we did over 100 points of damage to it.
Yeah,
I
we
know,
we did over 90 damage in the first round.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds of combat,
And then it
you guys
flew
did
up
like
and no one hit it
120
ever
damage.
again.
Yeah, I say we just go in there and fucking fuck this thing up.
Let's be cautious about it, though. I think that, hey, Coolzak, what's your
So-
stealth? How's
My
your stealth
stealth
skill?
is 6.
6? Well, it's better than nothing. We could probably have you go first, and then have Shansa and myself, followed by the 2 casters, probably 20 feet behind you? Does that sound like a good plan? How big is this cave? Like,
The entrance down into the cave it's like a standard like cave entrance. It's like 15 feet across. It's not super wide, but it's.
Do you guys think we can intimidate this thing?
Absolutely not. I don't think its intelligence is high enough to be intimidated.
I couldn't fear it.
You couldn't fear it because it has a better will save.
I mean, if we want to try, I have an intimidate of plus 8.
I have an intimidate plus 9.
Yeah, but
I
you're a
have block
puny
plus
little
18.
orc.
Yeah, you might be. I don't know if you could intimidate it. Its intelligence is higher than Rita's, or its intelligence is higher than like an animal companion's.
By the way, Callan, would I be able to make a knowledge check since we're out of combat on it as a separate one? Or would the one that I failed in combat still count?
The one you failed in combat still counts.
Okay. I thought maybe now that I'm not in the heat of battle, I might be able to collect my thoughts more calmly or something.
Alright, so shall we proceed into the cave in the order that I set?
Sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
You're fine being like
do it,
20 feet
boys.
ahead of us, Hammer. Alright, so I think you lead off with a survival check.
Yeah.
Do we have to make, or not survival, stealth, but does the rest of us following that far behind at just a slow pace have to also make a stealth check?
Depends. If you're walking down a straight hallway and he's 20 feet ahead of you guys, and if he's stealth and you're not, if you come across something in the hallway, it's gonna see you because you're even still.
That's fair. Alright.
I'm definitely
So
gonna
if
go
you
for a stealth check.
so
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
gonna.
if you want to stealth and make your way through,
All right, let's try.
So stealth 7.
What order do you want?
I got a
Dice order?
22.
Oh,
So D20, right?
d20 plus dex plus any ranks in stealth.
11.
I got 2.
25.
Do you not have any ranks in stealth?
I don't.
Nope.
Sucks to be you. Good thing I'm leading.
A 15 on me.
25. So I'm gonna do a sneaky again.
Well, we have to see what the results were for that, don't we?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are just basically trying to move through the cave entrance without making as little noise as possible.
All right. So roll again.
No, I was asking. Like
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
are making your stealth checks just to make as little noise as possible, basically.
Yeah.
And did you want people to scout ahead, or are you just trying to hide as a group and move?
We have Cool Zach up ahead,
Yeah, I'm
about
ready.
20 feet.
Okay.
Then it's Axe, myself, and then Ballin and Korza.
Okay. So as you guys enter the cave, I mean it's a cave. It smells like damp earth, and it's all wet and dark and whatnot. But as you come down through through the stonework and everything, or the ground that's been tunneled through, and then you hit what looks like a stone section that's been like clawed and completely destroyed, and the path leads down into what you recognize to be a section of basically. So this thing dug from the ground down into the sewers, and the place down here has been like completely trashed. There's claw marks and blood stains and God knows what else all over the place, but there's a clear, distinct trail leading you guys like further back into the cave. And if you following the blood trail and the scar and the scarring on the walls and everything, you come to a section of the sewer wall that's been completely demolished. This opening, it's not like the other opening inside. The opening outside was small. This opening is 30 feet wide. So basically, this thing destroyed this section of the wall so that I could kind of basically fly in and out of and around this. And it leads, like you can smell like just dead, rotting flesh and like stale blood and all kinds of just gross nastiness coming from this section.
And it's quite dark in here. Do we have torches lit or have
It's
need
dim
for
light.
them?
It's dim
Is
light.
it dim light? So
Yeah, it's the same as being in the
Marvel
sewers last time.
okay.
So if you have low light vision, you don't need a torch. If you have dark vision, you don't need a torch.
Are we going to try to sneak up on this thing, or should I just cast daylight right now?
I want to make a perception check around the room for, anything of use that might have fallen off one of its victims. And let's see, 15 plus. So 22.
Okay. So there's not much. Most of what's down here is just basically dead animal carcasses and bones and stuff littered all over the ground. There's the odd gold piece here and there. So over the course of your looking around, you managed to collect 15 copper pieces, 10 silver pieces, and 5 gold. Which is basically bits and gold and change that the monster basically got stuck in its teeth while eating farm.
10 silver, you said?
Yeah.
You're gonna split that with us, right?
I didn't see you looking around.
I didn't see you fighting the monster face to face.
You did not sound like a dwarf.
That's 'cause I was
Why'd
mocking
you
you.
Scottish slant, lizard man?
All right, so shall we continue around, or do you guys want to look, or did I basically find everything?
Pretty much, you found anything of any value.
Let's keep going,
Like-
since I'm ahead.
I toss everyone a gold piece.
Okay, so you step through like the demolished section of the wall, and now you're into an actual like stone cave. And the smell of like blood and carnage is even worse in here. And you can hear you can hear a slurping, like almost like a slurping sound, and like little, I don't even know how to, but basically like something is just slurping on something and just kind of enjoying it, basically.
I'd like to make a
Jonathan, is that
perception
you?
check.
I saw that one coming.
Yeah,
Jonathan. Ew.
we make your perception check.
17.
23.
So upon looking around the cave, there is it's not a, it's about, the cave is about 30 feet wide, or so, yeah, 30 feet wide, and it goes 60 feet up, and about halfway up the wall, you can hear that the sound is coming from a ledge that's jutting out from the wall 30 feet up. Although from your angle you can't really see what's on it.
It's 30 feet above us.
Okay, I want
Yeah.
to make a bluff check to attempt to make a wounded animal noise to lure it down to us.
Well, we should probably set up for that first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell the group that I'm going to do this.
I'm
until
gonna
the
put a
reaction.
bolt in my crossbow.
I'm going to set up next to a rock that's about waist high to me and set my dagger and shield on there and draw my bow and knock an arrow.
I'm going to climb up a wall 30 feet and prepare to jump on it.
I'm gonna prepare a spell.
Okay, and for that bluff check, I got 31.
Okay.
Water animals like wounded goat noise. We're trying to make it
I mean, that's a wounded goat, right?
Okay. So, when you start making this noise, the slurping sound kind of stops, and you hear like a loud sniffing noise. And coming up back from the ledge, the monster that you saw earlier walks out, except it looks a little bit different. It's covered in blood, is what it looks like. It's got an old carcass of a goat hanging out of its mouth, and it's got blood pouring down its chest, and it's still doing that awkward glowing red thing that it was doing when it left after eating blood from Shansa. So, upon seeing your goat noise, or seeing you and hearing your goat noise, it screeches, flies up in the air, and gets ready to charge at you. Shansa, what the hell?
You cut out what?
What did you want to do?
As it passes by me, I want to jump out and try and grab it by the wings.
Okay, so you'd need to make an acrobatics check and then a grapple check.
Yeah, you do it, Donald Trump. Grab him by the wings.
Okay, so 12
The
for the
knee wings.
acrobatics.
Okay, I just need to make both your checks. I just gotta figure out the DCs.
What do I roll for grapple?
D20 plus your combat maneuver bonus.
Combat maneuver. Okay, so 11. Okay, so 12 for the acrobatics and 15 for the grapple. No, not 15, 25 for the grapple.
Okay, so you you jump off the wall as the creature starts to fly out, and if I'm reading this right, yeah. So yeah, you jump off the wall as this creature starting to fly out, and just barely miss grabbing onto it.
Ouch.
So being 30 feet up, and since you did make a acrobatics check to jump off the wall intentionally, you take 3 points of falling down when you land.
Oh, that's not the worst.
Okay, so who all had ready attack?
I did.
Wait,
Okay, so make your ready attacks at this.
$18 with the short
17.
bow.
Okay, so you guys both hit. So roll your damage.
3.
And yours, Hammer?
Hold on, the dice thing just typed non.
Oh, it's just a bug. Just clear it and roll it again.
2.
Okay, so you guys fire your arrows and you definitely saw them hit the creature, but this time when they hit, the red section on like the scales that are on its chest that look like they're just covered in blood, the arrows just deflected off of them and didn't.
Didn't what?
You didn't do any damage.
I rolled a 12.
To do what?
To do burning gaze.
Okay, that's a touch attack. I don't remember how that spell works.
That's
Yeah,
dropped
yeah.
the score. It is a fortitude save.
Okay. If it's a fortitude save, why did you?
I don't know. Listen, I am so tired right now.
You sound way different. That's right, you did get a new headset, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
What did we say the DC was? 16?
15, I
Wasn't
think,
it like
last time.
12? I remember it being super low.
Yeah, I know it was, but I'm just trying to. It's because it's 10 plus caster level plus. So it's what, 15? It's a first level spell.
It's a second level spell.
Okay, so 16. Oh, and look at that! It actually failed its fortitude save.
Huzzah! I did something.
Yeah, you burned that gaze.
I'm pretty sure that means that he ignites on fire too.
I'm flaming!
Yeah, I
It
do.
has to make a reflex save or catch fire.
Yeah, so I do 1d6 of fire damage.
Yeah.
I do 1 point of damage.
Just when we thought you were useful.
And I'm pretty sure I just failed its reflex save too.
Now it's on fire.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 13. Alright, so now it is a screaming, terrifying ball of fire that's about to dive on
Dive on who?
Korza.
And my ready to action is as soon as it gets close to me, I'm trying to hit it with shocking grasp.
Oh god.
So it's another reflex save, right? So I don't think chopping grass. Oh, it's a touch attack. I'm thinking burning hands.
Yeah. I got 15.
You hit.
Okay, and that's a 46, I think. Yeah, 1
Yeah,
to
I
6
think.
per caster level. Yep. 5, 7, 11, 14 points of damage.
All right, so you hit it. It's definitely not happy about it, but it doesn't stop. So
No
let's
means
see.
no. Consent is a thing.
So it attacks you with a bite and 2 claws.
Quick, Ted, make a bluff check that you didn't give it your consent.
Does 18 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so the bite hits, and if an 18 hit, a 25 definitely hits.
Actually, no, anything over 20 doesn't hit.
And does 11 hit?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
my
is that
AC
11 or
only
is it
10.
5? Okay. So he hits you with all 3.
How much health do you have left, Ted? Before the damage?
26.
Does 4 damage with a bite and 6 damage with its claw.
Don't worry, if you'll go down, I'll feed you the
And
pea potion.
that would be great. And that is a 26 to grapple you.
I'm pretty sure that beats my CMD. Yeah, that beats my CMD.
Alright. So yeah, you are now grappled. Oh wait. I forgot about that.
What?
It's a blood rage thing that it gets from eating. Yeah, I'll deal with it next round. So it is your guys' turn.
We have no.
I'm gonna have. I know. I'm just gonna have you. I'm just going to have you all go, and then he.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to... How far away from it is me? Or how far away from I? How far away
It
am I?
depends on how far away from.
Corsa? I don't think we really established that. I think that we were
We did
pretty
not.
close together.
All right. So let's just say 10 feet.
Alright, so... Going to put my bow away on my... or unequip it. And grab my melee weapons off the rock, the shield and the dagger. And that would be my move action, right? Putting it away.
Depends. Are you actually like storing it, or are you just gonna?
Just drop it. I'm
It's a
gonna
free
put it on
action.
the rock. I'm gonna put
It's
it
a
on the
free
rock.
action to. It's a free action to drop something.
Drop it on the rock. And
And-
pick up the melee weapons off the rock as I do that. And then I am going to charge the beast that's grappled to Korza. So that's D20. Nat 17. I'm guessing that'll hit.
Yeah.
Alright, and what would I roll for damage on that? Or would that
Charge
be
is your. No, charge is your regular damage plus. It's your regular chance to hit plus 2 for a charge, and then your damage is normal.
Alright, well, I'm doing that with the sacred weapon bonus. Or not sacred weapon, just my divine weapon damage. So that's a d6. Oh shit, did I already roll to hit on the charge? Do I
Yeah,
still?
you did. You rolled a 17.
Yeah, I rolled to hit, and do I still have to roll to hit for the melee attack?
No, if the charge is your attack, you make
Okay,
you
okay.
make a charge move is an attack and an action and the move action.
Alright, rolling damage. Sorry. 6, so 7 damage.
All right.
Did I break the grapple?
No.
Okay, so I leapt from the wall, hit the ground. How far away am I from uh, this
Um,
thing?
you are 30 feet from them.
Oh, so it would take a full turn to get there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you in order to do that, you would have had to have gone over to the wall and climbed up the wall where the monster's nest was. So yeah, you're 30 feet away.
Okay, so can I move 15 feet and then throw my snake towards the thing?
Yeah.
And then what do I make for a throw? Improvised weapon, if I remember right?
Yeah, it's an unproficient improvised weapon to throw something. So it's a -8.
Okay. So, -1.
BAB plus strength -8.
5.
And your snake goes 30 feet past the monster.
Can I have my snake move 30 feet towards?
You could have it run.
That's what I would like, please.
Okay. So for your snake's turn, it runs over to you or to.
To the monster.
Okay, it runs up to the monster.
And then at the end of my turn, I yell to it, I command you to defend Korza. So it'll react by itself now and protect Korza in any way it can.
Yeah, it still goes on your turn either way.
I know.
Okay, so whoever's next.
I think that'd be me. I guess magic missile didn't do anything last time, so let's go with. Well, I don't want to use that either. I'm gonna try and find a rock and throw it at it.
Do you not have more than one?
I have a few, so I have 2 level 2, but I've already used.
So that whole
Um,
thing with magic missile being blocked, that might have just been something against magic missile. Like I hit it with shocking grasp, so you can. Use
I mean, you were using Ray of
As a-
Frost perfectly fine.
As a caster, you would recognize what blocked magic missile, and you would know that your magic missile didn't hit it because of some sort of shield spell, not because it was resistant. If it was,
spells will do damage.
yeah, because everybody else has hit it with other spells. It's just magic
Yeah,
missile
I did it with
specific.
burning. Yeah, I hit it with burning gaze.
Yeah. Yeah, if that was the case, you'd be rolling a spell failure and all this other stuff against its spell resistance.
And isn't that just 2 damage? Burning
And
Yeah.
in order for you to continue keeping this thing on fire, you have to concentrate on it. So you actually can't really do anything else other than move.
Oh, that's true.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and it lasts for 1 round per level.
4 rounds then.
So 3 more rounds.
So
2
keep
after
being useful.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep using burning gaze then. Yeah.
Given the stink eye.
I mean, you get to use burning gaze every round, no matter what. You just have to look at something to do that. Like you still get your normal actions. It's a free action. I'm pretty sure after you cast a spell.
Yeah, I think it's just the turn of the creature. It has to do
Yeah.
what's that?
Yeah.
Reflex save every time, or else it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's already
it's-
on fire, so it doesn't have to.
Yeah, it does. And every round it has to make a reflex save to attempt to quench the flame. Or it takes another 1d6 points of damage.
Okay, and then on my turn, I'm just gonna whip out one of my potions and drink it quick. What's the healing points for that?
1d8 plus
If I remember right from last week, I don't think you
+1.
can while you're grappled.
I have one free hand while I'm grappled, unless it pins me. So I should be able to grab a potion and drink it, right, Cal?
I'm looking up the exact grapple rules because I know there is limited actions you can take while you're in a grapple.
Like, if I remember right, when I was grappled, I asked about that, and
You were pinned when
No,
you
yeah,
asked.
you were pinned.
You
well,
were
I was
pinned.
grappled and then I was pinned.
Yeah, but you didn't ask on when you were
Right.
grappled. You asked when you were pinned.
Right, because when you were
Oh,
grappled,
right, when
you
I was
just-
grappled, I tried to break free.
Yeah.
Yeah, grappled creatures can take no action that requires 2 hands to perform.
Yeah, so I can chug a potion quick, right? Because that's just one hand.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says stuff about spell casting, and
Okay, so what was it? 1d8 plus.
it's 1d8 plus 1 for a standard healing potion.
Okay, so I got 4 back.
Don't worry, Korza, I'll feed you the pea soon enough.
I
So
could just use command on him.
you could try. That didn't work so well last time.
Yeah, you could try.
Actually, I've read that you can use command to have them drink something. It's just a one-word command.
Whose turn is it?
Well,
It's me.
yeah, Coolzak was the only one that hasn't gone.
That dastardly orc.
Ballin's having a staring contest. Korza's drinking. Kuldigan's flailing around, and I threw my snake.
I'm gonna shoot another crossbow, but I'm gonna use precise strike.
Okay.
So I got 14.
You don't hit.
Well, shit.
You're not doing his full AC, right?
Hmm?
You're doing,
That's-
you're doing his flat-footed AC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think it's the monster's turn then, right, guys? Anybody not go yet?
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Or
Should be.
roll for initiative, because I think the
Yeah.
monster went too.
I told you guys to figure out which order you want to go in. The monster will go left.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's just us, the monster.
Stupid dwarves don't listen.
Alright, so monster's turn.
I will when I leave. Right as soon as I'm done with playing with the guys. Half an hour.
Is a 24 to pin you.
Yep. I'm pinned.
You are now
let us fucking
pinned.
drive, boys.
Huzzah! It's not me that's taking damage for once.
So yeah, let's see. So it bites into you and deals 6 points of damage, and you take 1 point of con.
Joke's on the monster. I have AIDS.
I mean, that must really suck considering you have the onset of kidney disease as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the Freddie Mercury of our group.
And you
Rip.
notice at the end of its turn, you notice that upon drinking Korza's blood, some of its wounds start to close.
Okay, so it healed.
Korza, stop being a human healing potion.
Get this fucking thing off me.
I love this thing.
I don't agree with your opinion.
Don't forget to do a reflex save.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Oh, I don't get a reflex save. I don't have a dex bonus.
That's right.
I
You're
can't
pinning
do
him.
that.
He can't reflex, can he?
So then you burn.
Yep. So roll 1d6.
That's 5 points of damage.
All right, your guys' turn.
Do we still go by the same order, or
Might as well.
Hit this thing.
That would be Shansa first then, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm 15 feet away now. If I
Yeah,
charge,
you didn't.
if I charged, would I get all 3 attacks?
Nope.
How many attacks would
You
I
get-
get?
You get 1 attack at a +2.
Okay, so I'll go for 1 attack with a +2 then.
And you're gonna charge.
Yeah. So natural 2 plus plus 9, make it 11, so 13.
New. Oh wait. You know what? I fucked up earlier. I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at touch instead of flat-footed. Yeah. So your crossbow bolt would have hit hammer, and you hit as well.
Okay, so my damage is 12.
You do 12 points of damage. So you notice from the last time you hit this thing or from the last time you attacked this thing to now, that your claws didn't bite in nearly as deep as they did the last time you were fighting this thing. Like, it feels like its scales are like infinitely harder than the last time.
Okay, and then my snake is right next to it, so how many attacks would it get?
That's based on your snake.
What would it be based on?
It's just a bite.
It's just a
Whatever your
bite.
snake gets for a bite,
Yeah.
Okay.
plus the poison.
Okay, so d20 plus 4. 21, natural 17.
Yep.
Okay, and you need to make a, what is it, a fortitude save?
Yeah.
No, constitution.
It's a fortitude save.
It's a constitution based save, but yeah, 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fortitude, and then if it fails, it loses 1 constitution and has to make that same roll every round for 6 rounds. Otherwise, it'll suffer another constitution damage.
That is a 22.
So I'm guessing that succeeded.
Yes, I think the DC on your poison is only like 50.
Okay, and then for damage, 4.
So your snake bites into the leg of the monster and just kind of gets stuck. And upon freeing it, it gets its teeth stuck in its leg, and upon freeing itself, doesn't seem to have done any.
Ah.
That doesn't sound good. Well, my turn's done.
My turn.
If his
All
turn's
right.
done, yeah.
So, being right next to the beast, is there any part of Ted that I could like use a touch spell on, like a foot, a hand?
Yeah, you could touch him.
Okay, I'm going to use bless on him, or one of my blessings. It will be that sanctuary one.
Okay.
Let me look up the name here.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Charming presence.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that, and then I'm just gonna raise my shield.
Okay.
Ted, saving you.
Thanks, buddy.
Ending turn.
I can go, Tano, if you don't.
Sorry, my wife called me. Yeah, I'll go now. It's my go now. So I mean, it's just burning gaze again. So
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I think what Ted was saying is that you cast burning gaze, you lit the thing on fire, but now it's on fire, it burns for 4 rounds. So you still have all
Oh,
of your
so
action
it's
actions.
okay, so I can continue to move.
Yeah.
I am going to. You know what? I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna try and bash it while it's on fire.
Okay.
First you're burning gaze, then you're bashing him.
Yeah, with my friggin' lantern.
The bash and crash.
Hey, roll to hit.
It's a 19 plus.
Yep.
Yep, you're gonna hit.
I want to know how hard I hit. Hold on. It's my strength modifier, right?
Yeah. Strength plus weapon damage.
That's a 23.
And what are you attacking it with?
With my lantern staff.
Okay.
Just 1d6. That's 2 points.
Did 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Plus your strength modifier.
It did nothing.
Oh, right. 4 points of damage.
All right. So yeah, when you hit it, yeah, you feel like you got a really solid hit on. Like it didn't feel like it resisted anything that you did at any. That was 4 points, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Look at me, I'm helping.
For once.
Oh.
Alright, so is it using both hands to.
Yes, it can't do anything right now unless it lets go of course. It has to keep everything it's doing on keeping Corza when
Stab it in the bunghole with your
Yeah.
rapier.
I was going to climb
I don't think you
on
can
its
pierce it.
backpack.
I'm pretty sure we have to like bludgeon it and not pierce it.
If it's in the anus, you can pierce it.
That's
its butthole has a damage reduction of 20. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Fabulous.
So, can I climb up on?
No,
I didn't know
it's
this thing
the same.
carrot.
It's the same size as you. In terms of like size categories, it's the same size category as you. It's a medium creature. But even then, it's you wouldn't be able to climb on it anyway. Even it's not help. Like it's occupied at the moment, but it's not helpless. It can still shake you off if you tried to climb on it.
I just wanted to make it immobilized. Can I at least get its wing?
You can attack it and do whatever, but you could make an opposed grapple check against it to try and pull it off.
Then again, I did kind of cast a sanctuary on him just now, so he's gonna be attacking one of us next, I'd wager.
Yeah, I still want to attack and try and cripple it in some way by hitting it.
Go for the Achilles tendon.
It still can fly.
That's a very good point.
But it can't land without feet.
Sure it can. It just won't.
Why
be graceful.
couldn't it? Just be a giant fleshy
Yeah, if
bathtub
you-
with wings.
Do you ever try to land after a jump after someone slices their Achilles tendon in the air? That's what I thought.
Yeah, if you want to make an attack against it, or try to make some sort of maneuver against it, you can. Like it's not, but yeah, it doesn't automatically succeed because it's.
Alright, so I am going to attack it with precise strike. And I rolled a 17 plus 4.
Yep.
So it's not a crit, but it's a normal hit.
Yep.
Level 4 plus 3, that's 7. 12 damage.
So you run into the same problem that Shanza felt. Like, you definitely stabbed it, but it didn't feel like your blade went in as far as it.
Okay.
Bash it with the back of your blades.
You guys need to light it on fire.
It is on fire.
It is on fire. Yeah, I lit it on fire
Light it
already.
more on fire.
Did it take the fire damage for the turn?
It hasn't been a new turn yet. It took fire damage at the end of its last turn.
Oh.
But it's turn again, right?
I mean, unless
Yep, that's
Korza can do
everybody's
something.
Yeah. Everyone
I
went.
can't do anything.
No,
other than
Korza,
talk.
yeah, that's all he can do. He's pinned.
I can make a bluff check to feint that I'm no longer harmful. I can pretend to pass out.
Feign death.
It's gonna eat you anyways, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could still try.
Yeah. Trying to bluff it or not, it wouldn't matter. It's still gonna eat you. It doesn't
Okay.
care.
Get off me, I have AIDS. Okay, go ahead.
My blood is
Yeah,
poison.
that's, plus, what is that? Where the hell is that? I keep losing the fucking CMB. There it is. So that is a 17 to maintain the.
I love how AIDS is a thing in this universe.
It is. So are you still pinned, Ted?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
have a choice, do I?
Well, according to this, I have to roll to maintain its pin on you. According to the way this ability.
Yeah, my CMD is only like 13.
Okay.
So.
All right. And yeah, it
I'm
bites
just
into you. It bites into you and drains
Does-
another point of Constitution from you. It's not. It doesn't have to make any sort of attack roll to do that.
Does it
Fuck.
deal any more damage? Or just constitution damage?
Just the con damage.
Okay,
Don't worry, we got like 20 minutes.
right? Don't worry, guys, I got plenty of constitutions.
I mean,
I'm healthy.
if he gets too low on health, we'll just feed him his own pee. He'll be fine.
Okay, so
Well.
that's all your guys' turn again.
Yeah. But just keep in mind every 2 points of con damage you take is 1 HP per level. You.
Okay, so if I went for a called shot on the wings, what kind of penalty would I take?
You also have to do your fleet reflex save.
I don't get a reflex save. I just take 6 points of fire damage. It doesn't get a reflex save for pinning.
Right, I forget. So that's 6 more damage. I just roll 6.
All right, called shots. Negatives for called shots.
I'd say that's a -5.
I mean, it's
You're
not
going
it's not an
for-
immensely small target.
Okay, so let's say we'll classify a wing as an arm, which is an easy shot. You take a -2.
Only a -2.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make all 3 attacks at the wing then.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize that I just called an arm a wing, and it says right in under arm damage that wings are also considered to be arms for the purpose of a called shot.
I rolled a 10 for my first one.
To hit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, natural 3, that was kind of sucky. Next one. 23.
Yep.
Okay, so 1d4 plus 6. 7
Roll a 7.
for damage.
Oh, for damage. Okay.
And then the third attack, 26.
Yep.
And then that one is a d6. 12. So 19 damage total
yes.
to its wing.
Okay. How much damage? How much damage did you do with your last attack?
My bite attack, which was my last... No, my second claw attack, which was my last attack, did 12. And my bite attack,
12,
which
okay.
was my second, did 7.
All right. So yeah, you attacking its wing, it immediately lets go of.
Nice.
Does my snake get an attack of opportunity from it moving, or...?
It didn't move. I just said it let him go. It didn't say it moved.
Okay, so my snake goes first attack now.
Yep.
22.
Yep.
So then, if you want to roll for the poison. And the damage was 1.
And it rolled a 10, so it failed.
No, he takes the constitution damage and has to roll for the next 6 turns.
Yep. And how much did you roll for damage?
1.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing. Your snake is just basically being useless.
But constitution damage! I'm beating it at its own game.
All right. So who's next?
That'd be me. I'm still behind this thing, I think. So I am going to punch it in the lower back, preferably in the direction of the spine. So I take what? That's a medium target, the lower back.
I want to double check. There's a section for vitals. I want to see what classifies as.
Axe has to go soon. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this fight. Do you want me to roll or wait?
It says any organ not protected by bone. So it's not an organ. So yeah, we'll say it's a chest shot.
So -2?
Yeah.
I rolled an 8, plus 3, plus 1. So, yeah, that's not going to hit at all. It wouldn't hit even if it wasn't a called shot. And
Alright.
that's my turn.
Quick question. How does the wing look after I hit it? Like, would it look like it can still fly?
Yeah.
Dang it.
It's my turn now, I believe.
Like when you make a call shot to a wing or an arm, like a standard attack, just basically bruises the area, basically, and for 1d4 rounds, anytime it uses that arm to do anything, it takes a -2.
Okay.
I think he let you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he let go because I went for the wing.
Am I in that sanctuary spell?
Yes.
Cody? Okay,
You are also prone, though, so...
gotcha.
I think it's my go now. So I'm going to continue to bash it with my lantern staff.
Okay.
That's a 12.
To hit?
Yeah.
No. It's not grappled anymore.
Back to where I was.
So that's Kulzak's turn.
At least it's still on fire.
This is the last turn for it to be on fire, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing it decided to let go now.
How much damage would I be doing if I use the crossbow as like a club or something?
Improvised weapons 1d4 plus strength.
God damn it! Where did that go? So I'm gonna use the crossbow like I turned it, and I use the other end as a.
Yep, you're gonna use it as a mace. All right, roll your to hit with a negative
Negative what?
-4 for an improvised weapon.
Alright, so I got 13.
No,
Shit.
AC 15.
I think that's it for my turn.
So the only person left is Korza.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand up and drink a second health potion. That's my last
All
one.
right. It's DC 16 on your sanctuary.
I think so.
Oh, so it fails its save and does not get to attack you as you stand.
Does it get feared? Or, is it abject admiration?
So it can't follow through with its attack. And
Do I wiggle my butt and charm it?
no, basically that aura thing. Basically, when you touch the person, you fill them, making them either an object of admiration or an object of paralyzing when you touch the person. And then when it attacked Ted, whether it either got stunned in admiration or scared of him and stopped and didn't get to go through it. It doesn't actually cause a charm or fear effect.
So I wiggle
Aw.
my butt at him, and he's admiring my butt.
Pretty much. Because yeah, if you read it, it says you can touch an ally and grant an entrancing blessing for 1 minute. The ally becomes mesmerizing to their opponents, filling them with either abject admiration or paralyzing fear. And that's the person you touch, not the monster.
butt. It'll look great once I make it bleed.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, you settle down, Uncle Jimmy.
Okay, so it's whose turn is it?
The monster's turn.
Okay, roll your fire damage.
Do you get to do? Don't you get to do a reflex save now? You're not pinning it.
Yeah, I failed.
Oh, perfect. 4.
And does the poison take effect on my snake's turn or on the monster's turn?
On the monster's turn.
Okay.
So, as it stands up to attack, or after it fails to attack Korza, the flames from your gaze suddenly intensify, and the monster screams, and after a few seconds it falls over, and it leaves a charred black husk.
I did it, guys!
Nice.
Nah, it was
Alright,
all my
so
rage.
I want to make a quick perception roll for any loot in the area.
Wow. I just like sit there in awe that they're already looking for loot and not even asking me if I'm okay.
You're sitting there just fucking covered in your own blood.
Right.
Welcome to an average day of my
life.
life, Korza.
That's what you get for playing with loot hobo.
18.
Alright, there's nothing more on the ground here than like just bones and bits of animal flesh and
I run inside the cave and look
You
to
are in the
see-
cave.
Oh, we are in the cave.
I also want to make a perception check.
Then make one.
21.
Okay. Since you can climb, you were smart enough to check the monster's nest.
Hmm.
And you find a there's all kinds of stuff up there. Like there's all kinds of like bits of pieces and books, and there's a I don't even know how to explain this. It's like the
bunch of
monster had
caravans
anything
were
that was
dropped there?
yeah, basically the monster took anything that he thought was either shiny or amusing up there. So there is a pile of crap up there.
Grab all that shit. We need to fund our organization.
Just start throwing things down.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can just carry it all.
There's a lot of stuff up there.
I'm gonna make sure that Korza's alright. Go
Well,
over
they're-
and just mend his wounds with my heal skill.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna take some dragon bone and shove it in my bag.
I rolled 11 on the heal check.
Where are you finding Dragonbone, and why are you making
I want to steal it. I want to take it from the dragon. I just.
It wasn't.
I'm gonna cut it
a
open.
dragon.
it was not a dragon.
Oh, sorry. What
Sure,
wyvern
it
or
was a
whatever.
weird without a sword.
Whatever it is.
Do you care if I spoil it now, Callan?
You managed to collect a chupacabra bone.
Oh yeah.
I was right.
Nice.
And, well, it's not just any chupacabra. Its actual name is the Red Devil. Or the Red Mountain Devil, but yeah.
Wow, that monster sucked.
That monster was heavily modified, but all of its all of its special abilities and shit was the same. Yeah, try actually fighting that thing in the campaign. That is, it's a CR6 monster you beat at level 2. Anyway, so up on top of this monster's nest, you find there's a couple of chests that are filled with what sounds like all manner of coins. There is where's my there is a cloak, 2 pieces of armor. You also notice that on the monster itself, now that everything's all charred and black, you notice like gold shiny object around its neck. And there is a very odd looking book and a sword up there as
Okay.
on top of the 3 chests of what sounds like coins up.
And am I the only one that sees this, or is this for everyone?
You're the only one who can get up there to see it.
Okay, so just a quick recap. What do I see?
There are 2 suits of armor of what looks like full plate armor. One's your standard silver full plate. The other one is like a really deep black color that's covered in chains. The other one, now there's a suit of chainmail up there. There is a cloak up there, and there's a sword and a book.
Okay, so I'm going to take the cloak and put it on.
Okay.
Taking the.
And then I say, hey guys, I see a bunch of stuff up here. I'm going to toss it down. And so I toss down the sword, the book,
Yeah,
and
get out of the way.
the suits
Yeah,
of
me
armor.
too.
Yeah, moving out.
You gonna throw the chest down there too?
Not the chests. Not yet, at least.
Do we have any
Just
kind
the
of
just the
levitate or-
just the 2 things of plate mail, the chain mail, and the sword and the book.
the books, the usable loot.
Hey, Korza, you can identify stuff, can you?
Yeah, I have knowledge arcana, and
Okay.
Me too.
I think
So-
I have appraise.
I don't.
And
Yeah,
then
I
I
got
want to
that.
look inside the
Hold 'em on
chests.
appraise.
Okay, the 2 or 3 of the chests, or sorry, 2 of the chests are filled with copper and silver pieces, and the one of the chests is filled with gold, and the fourth chest is full of gems.
Okay.
Full of what?
Gemstones.
Ooh.
How big is the chest of gemstones compared to the other two?
It's like handheld size. It looks like a novelty version of a treasure chest. Like it fits in the palm of your hand.
Okay. And then how big are the other chests?
They're half the size of a normal treasure chest.
Okay. So I yell to Korza, "Hey, this one's for you," and then I toss down the chest of the stones.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back.
and then I take the chest of the copper and silver and throw that down and say, "That's for everyone." And then I stuff as much of the gold from the gold chest in my own pockets.
That's cruel.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm lawful
let me see.
evil. Deal with it.
Okay. So the little chest of gems that you gave to Korza is worth 10k. The two chests of copper and silver that you threw down are worth 5k each, and you managed to shove another 10k worth of gold into your pockets.
So
Basically, he's a jingling ball of fucking mess that just has gold spilling everywhere.
Hey, I gave you guys more than what I took.
right, but we have to split it 4 ways. Plus, I'd like to keep a small handful of those gems for my actual profession as a jeweler.
Oh, that reminds me. Are there any clear gems in the set that I gave to Korza?
I don't know. You gave the thing to Korza. You didn't tell me you looked at it.
We can divvy this up once we get back and rest. Get everything identified, but you have to go to work in a few minutes, don't you, Ak?
Yeah, I still got a few minutes. We can take care of this quick. It's fine.
Okay.
Alright.
So let's just get all this, get everything that we can. I'm gonna pick up the gold shiny thing from the enemy that we just faced. It's like a neck, something around his
It's
neck.
an amulet. Yeah. When you pick it up and it's an amulet, and to Balin's frustration, he recognizes it as an amulet. It's an amulet of shield, basically. But all it does is offer magic missile protection.
That son of a bitch.
Well, I'll hang on to that for a moment. We can divvy this up later.
So yeah, wearing that amulet makes you immune to magic missile. It doesn't give you the +4 bonus that you'd get from from the regular shield spell, but it still protects you from magic missile.
God damn.
I feel like I should get that.
As our tank, maybe, but maybe you should be a little kinder with the.
So, Ted, are you actually going to identify any of this, or are you just gonna let the?
I want to identify the book.
All right,
He's in the bathroom, I think.
Ted is.
Yeah.
He could be right back while you guys did this.
Okay. So Balin, you pick up the book.
Yep.
Okay. This book is not a normal-looking spell book. It emanates all kinds of magic when you pick it up, and reading. When you open the first page, I don't know how to explain this. When you flip open like the cover of the book, it says on the inside of the cover, like it looks like there's nothing on it at first, and then you notice it's first it says nothing, and then it has like some basic like who owns this kind of deal. Like it's got a spot. It says like name and some other stuff on it, and the book itself writes your name without you ever having to say anything in the book.
Interesting.
And then as the ink fades into the paper, more ink kind of comes to the surface, and it says, "Welcome to the Book of Many
Book of what?
Many Spells."
Ooh.
and you notice like when you turn to the actual first page of the book, uh, you realize like after you turn to the first page of the book, which has the first spell on it, and when you go to flip the page back, uh, you realize that that first page is actually gone. Anytime, which gives you the impression that anytime you turn a page in this book, you can't actually go.
Interesting. I'm just gonna keep that on myself and maybe for a nice light read.
And when you open the book, the first spell that you see is for a spell called Dream.
Dream.
Yes. You dream of a rich feast, and when you awake, you are sated as if you had drank and ate a nutritious meal.
It's got electrolytes. Um, I would like to pick. Are we done with his book identifying and whatnot?
Yep.
I would actually like to pick up that black plate mail with the chains hanging off of it. I think you said.
Okay. As far as you can tell, it looks like a heavily stylized piece of black full that none of the normal buckles and locks and stuff that you'd normally need to open the armor to get into it seem to be in the right spot. You have absolutely no idea how to put this on. And you notice there is a symbol engraved on one of the shoulder pauldrons of the armor. And I just gotta find the picture here.
I'm just calling it black decorated plate mail for the time being. And it's full plate?
Yeah. So there's a symbol on it that it is a black. It's like the symbol is a silver chainmail fist with a blood red chain wrapped around it on the shoulder, and it's got like a silver plate. And everybody's pretty much playing locals to this area minus Sean's.
And we don't recognize it at all? Or do I need to
No,
make a perception?
that's why I'm asking you if everybody plays locals, because if you're local, you recognize us. If not, you will.
Local to the region, yes.
Okay.
Local to the city, not so much.
You've seen this symbol before. Not very common because you don't see them very often, but you recognize that symbol. That this piece of full plate either belongs or belonged to an order of Hell Knights known as the Order of the
Of the what?
Jade.
Order of the Chain. And you know that the Order of the Chain believes that every person plays a distinct and crucial role in the social fabric of every society, as a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Society is only as strong as its weakest member, thus anyone who would renege from their social duty and seek to escape or take advantage of the social bond must be hunted down and chastised severely. Basically means that every person is in their social status regardless of what they get there, and that's where they stay, unless they manage to change their own social settings without nefarious means. So basically, if a noble was captured by slavers, the Order of the Chain would go free him because a noble is not a slave. But if a slave got free from slavery and managed to become noble, the Hell Knights would go hunt down that new noble and turn them back in. They believe that nobody is above their station.
Is there anything special about my cloak that I put on?
As far as you can tell, no, it didn't actually do anything when you put it on.
There's no special symbol on it or anything?
Magic. Nope, it's a magic cloak, but it doesn't do anything for you when you put it on.
Can I take a look at it and see if I can recognize anything off of the cloak?
Roll a knowledge arcane check.
That'd be an 18.
You recognize the magic in the cloak as a cloak of armor. Gives the wearer a +2 armor bonus.
As much as Ted actually gets hit, that might not be a bad idea for him.
That is the whole reason why that cloak was in that pile. But whether or not you guys want to give it to him, it's up to you.
Hey, I already took it. It's mine.
It doesn't do anything for you. You're already wearing armor.
Oh, it doesn't give me armor even though...
No, armor bonuses don't stack with each other. You
Oh.
already have an armor bonus for wearing armor. It's the same thing if you cast mage armor on yourself, it wouldn't stack with the existing armor you're already. Bonuses of the same type don't stack.
I'd like to look at that sword. I'm not going to claim it, but...
Alright, so when you pick it up, I don't want to say like nothing happens, but it's definitely different. Like it feels magical when you, and when you draw the sword out of its sheath, it just looks like a very ornament longsword, and the blade has a scale of, or not scale. It has like an engraving that runs all the way down the blade, and you recognize it. It's the same type of markings as the box that the deck of many things was in, except the longer you stare at this, eventually you start to be able to actually understand what it says. And although it might not actually mean anything to you, but all it says is Ferrum Infinitum on the blade.
Ferrum Infinitum?
Yep. And as far as you can, as far as anybody can tell, at this moment, it's a it's a powerful magical weapon. But as far as what it does, nobody knows. It right now it's a +2 long.
Okay. Is Ted back yet?
No.
Crap.
Is there anything else?
The Hell Knight plate that you found is a +2 set of full plate. The regular full plate's a +1 set of full plate, and the chainmail's.
Oh, what was that about chainmail?
The chainmail is a +1 set of chain.
So it has an additional 1 armor?
Yes.
Ooh,
It gets
I should take that.
It gives an additional +1 enhancement bonus to your armor class.
Or you could take the full plate armor and give.
I'm not proficient in heavy armor.
He can't wear heavy armor.
I can only wear light and
I
medium.
I can wear heavy. But
Well,
I think that we can use this Order of the Chain for a decoy of sorts, but I should probably pick up the other set of full plate mail since it sounds like I'm the only one who can wear it.
And be sure to hide that symbol. We don't need people seeing the symbol while we walk around.
I'm not wearing that order.
No.
No, I just mean while we're carrying it. We want to keep that hidden.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it.
Local knowledge would tell you guys, like stuff that you would know. The Order of the Chain is one of the least hated Order of Hell Knights. People generally don't complain about the Order of the Chain simply because they do more good than they do.
Still,
Like,
we
they're
don't need
constantly-
people thinking we killed one of them.
Or something like that. But we can use this as a decoy for the incoming ambush that we're planning. But you said it was a +2?
Yeah, it's a +2 set of Hell Knight full plate. It's not regular full plate. It was that what you guys would know of the Hell Knight orders is that every Hell Knight has to forge their own set of armor, and which is unique to the individual who. So as far as you know, either this chainmail or this full plate was either stolen from a Hell Knight or was taken off a dead.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other set of full plate was...
It's just regular full plate. It's a +1.
And it's silver, and as far as we don't know, there's no markings or anything.
No, it's just a regular set of full plate. It's just a regular magic set of full plate.
Yep. We'll get all this appraised and everything in a bit, but I think Axe, you have to leave for work, right? Alright.
I just wanted
Was there
to...
anything that we were missing?
I just wanted to check with the one last thing. Are we good with me getting the chainmail and I'll give the cloak to someone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless, actually, I should give the one-handed sword to, Coolzak, right? Because you can use swords. Would that
He
replace
can't. No, he can't use. He can't use his precise strike with a martial. Has to be a piercing weapon.
Quick question, Callan. What's the max dexterity bonus on this magic chainmail?
One higher than it would be normal.
Okay. Perfect. I don't
And
need
the-
upgraded. I don't need that lamellar armor now.
Yeah, the max dex bonus on the max dex bonus on it for being a +1 is 1 point higher. Or sorry, you can't make a +1 set of armor without it first being masterwork, and a masterwork set of armor has an armor check penalty that's 1 point lower than normal, and a +1 dex bonus higher than normal.
Nice. So I got 2 AC from that.
Yeah.
Okay, so unless there's something else, I think that's where we're calling it.
Considering Ted's dying in the shitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang around and look up stats on that, but I'm probably gonna hit up some Star Citizen after I'm done with
Look up stats on what? Ted dying?
the armor.
It's it's 9 base +1 for being a +1, and it has a +3 to its dex bonus and a -9 to its check penalty. I believe is what a +10 set of, or a +1 set of full plate is. A base full plate armor bonus.
Yep.